welcome back to my channel, You Loves to Live. Today, as you can see, I have before you a grocery haul. As we are in a pandemic, our Prime Minister has instructed that we minimize movement as much as possible. So I did do some shopping a couple of weeks ago and picked up a few things, some at Price Mart, some at Extra Foods. But I topped up just yesterday at Diskomart, where surprisingly and thankfully, there are no long lines. So I'll just go through some of what I bought and why I bought them more importantly. So I don't live alone. I have a husband, Ronnie, and a baby boy, Makai, who is almost 2 years old. So the things I've bought aren't necessarily for me alone, but of course for my family. So I'll just talk about what I bought and why I bought them. A couple months ago, I discovered Yum yogurt. Why Makai likes them, there are no little bits of fruit in there to spit out, which she used to do with other yogurts. So I bought 4 of these. I don't have everything of what I bought out because I did shop yesterday, so some of the things have been opened and some are already being consumed. I also bought this little Dole peaches to try him out. Now there were packs of 4, but I didn't want to buy all 4. Next thing you know, he doesn't eat them. Because you know little children, you taste one, you like it, by the time you give him a next one, he doesn't like it. So this is just the first trial to see if he will like it. So as I said, I'll be coming from one end and going all the way to this end. So fun fact, I bought a plantain. Now I didn't buy everything at Diskomart. There's a lady close to Macoya Junction and she has some really reasonably priced produce. So I never used to eat plantain until a few months ago. Yes, I'm from the Caribbean. Yes, that's a disclaimer. But yeah, I've now started eating plantain. So I bought 1 plantain, right? Also, we have sweet peppers. Now today is the 8th of May. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. I have not had very good Mother's Days in the past, so quite a few years. So it's only last year I really started getting back into it as I have Makai. So we're planning a nice little brunch. We're not inviting anybody, don't tell Gary, it is just my husband and I. So we want to do some nice sausages and I like the taste of sweet peppers in sausages. Next, I am a fan of eggplant, also called melangin, also called baigan. So I bought this by the lady, it was $6 a pound. I like to roast this and put it with anything. When I roast it, it brings out that nice smoky flavor. And then I slice it and fry it up with whatever seasonings. I really love eggplant. So when I was on my way to the grocery, my husband sent his list, list of things that we needed home, and then I had my own list. So these are sausages. I bought chicken franks. I also bought pork franks. I love cabbage. Cabbage is nice to stretch anything. You're doing chicken, you're doing ham, you're doing anything at all. I like cabbage. And I typically prefer to buy them from the grocery where they're already cut so you can see inside of them. And I bought this at Diskomart as well. It's riced cauliflower. Now cauliflower is Mr. Cauliflower in Price Mart right now. Now I wanted to be able to do either the pizza with the cauliflower or just use this in a pilau. So for those of you who don't know what is a pilau, it's just a mixture of meat seasoned up with whatever kind of rice. So I will use this to replace the rice. This was just $21. I thought it was going to be expensive as they did all the work for me. But I think that $21 or $21.95 was reasonable for this package. So tomorrow we are going to do Bajan sauce. So for those of you who don't know, my husband is Bajan. He makes a mean sauce. And so part of our brunch will be sauce. And unlike Trinbagonians who, if they're doing sauce, they will more or less use the pig foot alone. Bajans use the actual pork, the meaty part as well. So I bought this whole package of pork for 50 65, 67. So it's the pork shoulder, a good amount of pork. Of course, we will use all tomorrow alone. And what we typically like to put in the sauce as well is pigtail. So here I have a pack of pigtail for $26.10. Right? Now, I love breakfast. So that's why I wanted a brunch for Mother's Day. I had a breakfast wedding. I just love all things breakfast. Every time I go away, I must go to one of those breakfast places, you know. So we bought 2 packs of bacon. Again, it's not all for use tomorrow. The Prime Minister said if he was going to eat 2 bananas, eat 1. So we eaten less so that we expose ourselves less in the grocery. So I bought some streaky bacon because I want to have bacon, eggs, and pancake on my menu tomorrow. So this is now again from by the lady. I think these are very large size. We plant chives. My husband has chives, but I think we use them all out. So I bought 2 bundles. One bundle was $2. Just have them in some water there. Ronnie wanted ice cream. I only like particular types of ice cream. His favorite ice cream is pistachio, or one of his favorites, I should say. So I bought a liter of pistachio ice cream for him. This is a bag of cut up callaloo. I love callaloo. I love the fact that I can make a whole pot, batch them out, freeze some, and just pull a container when I'm ready. I love callaloo. Okay, so I am a fan of cereal. I always have been. Right now I'm on a little diet. However, because I do not know what restrictions will be put in place in the coming days or weeks, I decided to stock up on some essential cereal. I typically don't eat one type of cereal alone. I like to mix them. So if I have cornflakes, I'll throw in something and something and just make it exciting. So you know every bite has something to look forward to. So I bought 3 cereals. As I said, we bought these yesterday, so some things are open already. So I bought these Cheerios. This is a Cheerios with apple and cinnamon. And I also bought this Raisin Bran with cranberries. And I bought this big pack of cornflakes. So this pack of cornflakes is $40. So I'll mix this with other things. I usually prefer to buy the cornflakes in Price Mart because it's much bigger and for $10 more. But I don't want to go through the lines at Price Mart right now. Everybody has free access to Price Mart. So I will hold off on the Price Mart shopping for a while. Next, because we'll be home a lot and my husband is home more than I am, people tend to get bored. So I have quite a few snacks. These bags of snacks from Holiday Foods and Sunshine Snacks cost $25 each. So this is the Sunshine Snacks, this is the Holiday Foods, and they both have like 2 snacks each. So 2 caramel crunch, 2 Zumas, 2 potato chips, 2 cheese balls, you know, so these go a long way. In addition to these bags of snacks, I bought individual snacks. Now this is my favorite snack of all time. Popcorners. Not just honey popcorners, the kettle corn popcorners. I like that sweet and salty taste. So this year, and when it came out, it was really reasonable, but over time, people realized, oh, people like them, they will carry the price. So this is now $6.95. Half of it is air, but I love it. Ole and Doritos. These will be for like a little movie night because we'll be watching a little movie here and there. And I bought quite a lot of pasta because of course pasta can stay for a while. Pasta is good for long-term storage and so on. So I bought twists, elbows, shells, all these types of pastas. So my friend Phoebe was telling me about this tuna casserole that she makes, and you can make it with potato or with pasta. So I think I'm going to use a couple of these pastas and try that tuna casserole. This here is water. I bought 2 cases. We typically buy cases of water from Price Mart because you get 35 bottles for $30. But as I said, I'm not braving that Price Mart line right now where you can't even get a trolley. So I bought 2 cases of Blue Waters. Right here is 24 bottles for $30 in the grocery. My husband eats bread. I have stopped eating bread for quite a while, so I bought 2 loaves for him because he could have quite a few slices when he's ready. Well, we know that doubles going on strike. Well, we know that doubles no longer available until May 23rd and possibly thereafter. So I bought some chana to make some double chana for Makai. He really loves it. So I'm going to try my hand at it. There are many recipes online, so I'm sure I'll get something. Once I could curry the chana well enough, he will enjoy it. I love lentils and I want this to be part of the brunch tomorrow, so we'll do some lentils. So as we're talking about brunch and tomorrow on Mother's Day, let me just tell you what's the menu. Pancakes, eggs, bacon, mac and cheese, fried plantain, lentils, sausages, Bajan sauce, and that's it. These here 2 packs of nuts. I like nuts of any kind, well, most kinds. So these are just some peanuts, $7 a pack. I like them. I wouldn't eat the whole pack at the same time, but I couldn't find the $4 pack, which is a good in between. I find the $2 pack finishes too fast. This $7 pack is too much, but I wasn't seeing the $4 pack yesterday. Then this is my personal treat for Mother's Day. This kiss cake, the chocolate kiss cake with the icing on top. I love this. I didn't want to have a whole cake. I mean, what we're going to do with it after. So this is enough cake for me. I've been searching a while for barley because I wanted to change up the different types of porridge that I make for Makai. And I couldn't find barley. Every time I go by the cereal or where they have wheat germ or cream of wheat. Next thing you know where this barley was? By the peas. Dumb me. So I found barley. Yes, I have to boil it for quite a while before it gets soft enough, but I just want to change up the nutrients in what he takes. Mostly he has Nestum, but I wanted to add some barley to his diet. We bought some potatoes. This was from the grocery. This whole bag was like $9.98. We used about 2 potatoes from it already. English potatoes. I also have sweet potatoes. This was from the lady that I spoke about by Makoya. Hers were $6 a pound. Got quite a few. This here, 4 boxes of mac and cheese, 3 cans of corn, 3 cans of whole corn, 3 cans of corned beef, 3 cans of Vienna sausage. I bought a bag of flour. Ronnie wanted flour because he likes my fried bake. So we're going to make some fried bake at some point in time. We have a bag of rice. Oh, this jug of vinegar. So I know most people clean with vinegar. My cousin loves to clean with vinegar, so she encouraged us to buy a jug of vinegar to clean. At first I can take the smell, but really and truly the smell goes after a while. And I think it does an okay job. I still love the smell of Clorox more though. Here is Pam. Before I wasn't buying this, but we recently got an air fryer and it's easy just to spray instead of trying to spread anything in the frying pan or anyway. So if I want something to crisp up in the air fryer, I spray it with Pam first. I love that. The air fryer does an amazing salmon. I could put it in the wax paper or just put it down. I love it. 10-12 minutes and that salmon is perfect. So last night, we were invited to a Zoom session. My friends are getting married. Congrats, Tonya and Maurice. So they're getting married in Mexico later this month, and we had a Zoom session where everyone was, of course, in the safety of their homes in any part of the world, and they wanted everybody to have a drink in hand to toast. Well, it started 9 o'clock, and by the time you'll remember, it was minutes to 10. So needless to say, my drinks are still here, still closed up. So I love this drink, this Caribe Rosé. It's really nice, and occasionally if Ronnie's drinking a drink, he would like a stab. So obviously he doesn't have much access to Banks beer here, which is Barbados' premier beer, but he would drink a stab from time to time. So I will have this tomorrow for Mother's Day. I was supposed to buy a bottle of wine, but I forgot. I didn't have it written down. All right, so we have here split peas, onion, garlic. I needed a toilet bowl cleaner, and I bought a big seasoning. Now there's some granny seasoning in a pouch that I like how it looks very chunky. And the last time I went to the grocery, when I went to Diskomart, they had a pouch made by somebody else. It had too much water in it. So I said, instead of buying that, I might as well get something in a bottle that wouldn't tip over or have to fight up to close. So I got this Caribbean Flavors green seasoning. But we have quite a few things planted outside. So we use our own seasoning, but that is just to help with the amount of things we may want to cook, as we will be indoors for at least 2 weeks and possibly more. Here is just a 6-pack of toilet paper. I prefer Faye, but this is what was available in Diskomart. Coming up on the final thing, now this I didn't buy yesterday and I didn't buy from Diskomart, is this bag of pancake mix. It weighs like a ton. I found that I bought it in PriceMart, and it produces very fluffy pancakes, like fluffaluffamus. It's very heavy. It was $68, and I found it was more economical to buy this. Pancakes quick and easy to make. I don't have to add egg, add oil, just add water. So this was pretty much my haul. I got things like coffee and tea the last time I shopped, and I hope I don't have to be running back and forth to the grocery a lot. The next video is going to be a haul from things I bought at Pennywise today. So stick around and look out for part 2. So thanks again for joining me on my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thanks guys, bye! Something I forgot to mention that is very important. When we bring home our groceries, we wipe down everything with a Clorox solution. This virus is very persistent. We have the variants here, different variants, so it's a bit more deadly than just when Corona now came out. So what we do is we make a solution with Clorox and we wipe down everything, because the virus lives on surfaces for quite a while, not half an hour, not an hour, sometimes 2 hours, 3 hours, days, accordingly. So I urge you all, do your part, protect your family, try and sanitize your groceries, your cosmetics, anything you buy, sanitize them when you bring them home. So guys, one important thing I need to mention is that I paid for all this grocery with my Pay Quicker card. So it's a Visa debit card that was sent to me from a company called I Am Mastery Academy. I am part of this organization where we do online trading and marketing from the comfort and safety of our homes. If you need more information on this particular opportunity, please drop me an email at ljmr1111@gmail.com. That's ljmr1111@gmail.com. So I'm a P600. I therefore earn an additional $600 US per month as passive income. You too can capitalize on this opportunity once you get in now. So sign up, come, check us out, look at the presentation, ask questions, and you could pay for your groceries, you could pay for your bills, you could do all of this with a card that is sent to you from this organization. I wanted to be able to do whether it's the cauliflower crust pizza with cauliflower, or